everybody, welcome to CFC TV. I'm joined by Charlie, the Hurricane Skillen. Hi Charles.
Hello Sophie.
Unfortunately, Charlie is slightly ill today, aren't you?
I'm not well.
Not well.
Cheer me up.
No, we'll be fine. Well, we'll talk about some wonderful, hopeful transfer news and we'll see.
Yeah, you'd like to think so, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So this is Backpage Blues, it's been a while. We're back, aren't we?
We are. And we need to be back after Burnley, didn't we?
Well, oh my god, it was so terrible.
Not a good
Well, I give you guys a little match debrief on Monday in my Costa video, but I'd say that it was a pretty dreadful performance, and we've got to get ahead, aren't we?
Certainly the first hour or so. Thought we did very well to sort of pick it back up. I thought Morata looked really good. I'm really excited to see a lot more of him, but yeah, not a good way to start the season, and it's the kind of culmination of a terrible summer of planning, but more on that in a bit.
Well, exactly. So let's kick it off then. In number one, I suppose, topic number one, Sandro. Now, because we've been hearing stuff about this all summer, but nothing's really come of it as of yet.
We have. Well, it's one that I'm kind of being asked most about, and it, like you say, it's one that's been going on all summer. The situation as it stands hasn't really changed. It's picked up a little bit over the last week or so in the fact that I think there is scope there for a deal. Chelsea have gone in at about 60 million. I don't think they've made an official bid, but it's about inquiries and things like that. He is Conte's top target. I think that's kind of the main thing to underline. He really, really likes him. He's going to be playing left wing back, obviously, where Alonso plays. As I've said before, it's kind of not the first position I would look to upgrade, but I think having world-class players anywhere is going to be a good thing.
So do you think he's looking long-term to get rid of Alonso?
Well, no. I mean, look, we need cover everywhere, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, the squad is so thin.
But he's not going to be first team. I'm assuming if Sandro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't buy a player for 60 million and have him on the bench, do you? But Juventus have kept saying he's not for sale. But I think Chelsea, recognising the situation, recognising that it's impossible to ignore that there is a rift between the board and the manager, and there's a bit of a discord at the club, and I think that going in hard for Alexandro is the way to remedy that, and hopefully they can get him.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Well, I'd quite like him actually, but Chelsea.
Would you?
Yeah. I'd just like it to be some sort of decent activity.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so would I. I mean,
I think it's sort of just like every single summer we have this problem where I feel like the manager wants certain players, but the board aren't really too keen or don't give the manager what he wants. Then vice versa, and then it just gets to a point where things become sour and you don't really start the season so well. And I'd like that to be. I mean, if anything, us winning the league last year was the exception, because we shouldn't, on paper, have won, but eventually
it's a fair shot. I mean, I think Conte and the team just did so well and so much better than anyone else. But even pretty much since the day we won it, things have gone kind of downhill, and the biggest story about Chelsea at the minute, without a shadow of a doubt, is Diego Costa.
Yeah.
And what happens with that?
But that's even more negative.
We're not
really moving forward, are we?
No, of course it is. I mean, I'm sure everyone's read the interview from the Mail, funnily enough, on Diego, with Diego Costa in Legato. There's now this ridiculous position where Chelsea want him to return to training and make himself available for selection. Conte isn't going to pick him. Conte's not willing to work with him, but Chelsea have to have him back in full fit condition to sell him, basically.
Well, I mean, he's sort of saying that he'd quite happily stay over in his homeland for a year and not pay him. I just thought, oh my god, a player like him should not be doing that anyway from the start.
No, of course not. He's a brilliant player, but at this point, it's more about the contract, and kind of Chelsea can't be seen to prevent him from playing football, because it's kind of.
It's even more hassle.
Yeah, it's more hassle. It's a breach of the contract. Chelsea have to see to be giving him the opportunity to be selected. Otherwise, his contract's kind of null and void, which is the last thing they want. Yeah, they don't want it. Costa's agent has already said he's willing to go into a legal battle, and if they make his contract null and void, then we could lose a player for nothing, which is ridiculous.
But I think even just that, imagine we're trying to get some decent players in to start we've already started our Premier League campaign, I suppose, but to properly start our Premier League campaign, and then imagine you're trying so hard and that's not really going well itself, then you've got all this load of crap on top of it. It's not really what you need, is it? It's not what we need to start the season, so hopefully it gets
it's not what anyone needs.
Resolved super soon. Okay, on to the next. Alex Alex Oxlade.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well,
I think it's a bit random, but maybe that's because I've been so into all this Sandro stuff that I've not really.
No, I mean, look, I think this definitely has legs. I think this deal works for everyone really. Oxlade-Chamberlain's pretty fed up with Arsenal. He certainly wants a new challenge. He's in the last year of his contract. He's not going to sign a new one. At this stage, I think it comes down to the money that Chelsea are going to pay. They've already bid 25 million, which was rejected, as I said with Rory last week. I think they're going to be going up to about 35, between 35 and 40. And I think that should get the deal done. It's a deal I'm excited about. I think he's a good player, and I think if the sort of fire ignites in him, I mean, I'm not saying he's been one of the best players over the last 5 years in the Premier League. Because he has been disappointing. He's never really, to my mind, he's never really shown that he can dominate a game in the Premier League in the way that when he was a youngster at Southampton.
Well, that's what I mean. He's a good player, but I didn't know what the huge hype was. But I suppose he's.
I think it's just getting a good young, relatively young anyway, English, which is a huge thing.
Yeah.
Not only for the homegrown rules, but in terms of the club going forward and things like that, and also massively versatile player.
Yeah.
So I think that naturally he would be on the right wing back where Moses plays, but he could also play either the centre midfield positions, which I mean, if this deal is done for the Tottenham game.
Can we please have him for Tottenham?
Yeah, exactly.
We've not got a Fabregas, which is a bit worrying.
We haven't got anyone.
Well, yeah, we've got anyone, yeah. It's true,
He could play on the left, or he could play sort of where Hazard and Pedro.
I might put myself forward for selection. What do you think?
I think there's things you're good at.
Well, there are things
I don't think.
Well, we're desperate, okay?
No, I don't think we're that desperate.
Okay, but you're for this transfer.
Yeah, I am very much so. I think it's a good deal to get done. I think he'd relish the challenge. I think Arsenal, while they might not kind of admit it publicly, they'd kind of be happy to get a decent fee for him in the last year of his contract. And I think he offers Chelsea a lot, so it's one I can see happening certainly.
Yeah. Okay then. Next up is Drinkwater. I have to say on Twitter, most people aren't too keen on this. But,
yeah. Yeah, no, I can see that.
Is it Conte or is it the board that want him, or both?
I think I'm not sure it's either specifically. I mean, I'll be honest. The situation's not really changed since I spoke about him last week, which is the fact that he, again, is English. He's a central midfielder in which we desperately need to cover, and
How old is he?
Cheers, sorry.
No,
26.
Oh, is he? He looks a lot older. No offence, Danny. If you're wondering.
Yeah. He's younger than me.
Oh
Did you have that?
No way. Oh god, he looks a lot older.
Carol's being good looking, eh?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, carry on.
And obviously he's played with Kante before. He's played the best football of his career with Kante.
True.
So that's that's a positive. But he obviously massively wants to move. He's keen for the move. But Leicester don't really have to sell. They've batted away every bid for Mahrez. Drinkwater is injured at the minute. How serious that injury is, I'm not sure. Obviously he didn't play against Arsenal. Since
Costa came out and said, we thought he had a back injury that game against Leicester, when actually it was in fact Conte just not picking him because he bad behaviour. Ever since then, every time they say a player's injured, there's some sort of transfer rumour, I'm going to be like, no, he's definitely not injured. He's absolutely fine. Yeah. Not so that's the case, but
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, look, I find it hard to nail colours to the mast and say this is or isn't going to happen, but it's a deal that kind of makes sense to me. Not that I'm kind of like the people on Twitter. I'm not.
And if he was to come and he was to play, who would you take out of the team?
Well, I mean, that's kind of the one hitch with the deal. He wouldn't be in the first team.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be, to my mind, third or fourth choice certainly. I mean, depending on whether you see Fabregas playing one of those roles in central midfield.
I mean, I can't see if he's quite a young player. I can't see him wanting to do that. Really, but I mean, maybe I'm.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, we spent a hell of a lot of money on Bakayoko. So I mean, when he's fit, I'd certainly expect him and Kante to be the central midfield partnership.
Yeah. Okay, and then last one, which I'm really actually quite excited to talk about because there's so much news surrounding this. Van Dijk from Southampton.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, obviously this is a player Chelsea have been after for,
it's been a long time.
Probably 2 years, and he's a long-term club target. I think it's one of those situations where, do we massively need a central defender, especially a world-class one you can argue all day whether he's world-class, but especially one that, for the money you're paying, necessitates him being in the side? I'd say probably not. Is it a chance to get a very, very good top-level player that's on the move? I mean, these players, what people forget, you're saying, oh, get him and him and him. Like, the players that can improve Chelsea, they don't come on the market that much, and this obviously is one of those players. I expect him to actually go to Liverpool. I think Liverpool are far more in need of a centre-half than Chelsea are. I think there's quite a few clubs that are interested in him, but it seems that Chelsea are the favourites. He's well known to have a good relationship with Jurgen Klopp. I think he wants to go to Liverpool. I think he'd see it kind of makes more sense. I mean, not that Chelsea are any good in defence against Burnley, but they've got a shocking defence, Liverpool, and I think that kind of deal makes more sense. I mean, the other news over the past week is that Southampton are in the midst of a Chinese takeover, so they kind of might not need the money. So, and he's under contract, even though he's put in a transfer request and all the rest of it, he might well stay there.
Oh my God. Okay, so are any of these likely to be done before the Tottenham game?
I wouldn't have thought so.
No. Oh my God.
Sorry.
So just briefly, I'm sure we're going to talk. You and Rory are going to talk about this later on in the week for my team section, but let's just talk about Tottenham quickly. Who do we have? Because that's a big fixture. I know it's very early on, but I think the points we pick up against these teams are going to affect actually how the table ends up. Second half of the season, no?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, this is Tottenham away is the first fixture I look for. It's a bit odd that it's at Wembley. It's a bit odd that it's second game of the season, and I'll be honest, I'm not really looking forward to it.
We're already on how many points? Oh yeah, 0.
good for me. So, it's the main question is who plays in central midfield alongside Kante. I'd probably go with David Luiz, but it's all a bit of a
Are you going to start Morata for this one?
Oh God, I hope so. I hope Morata plays. I mean, Morata was brilliant when he came.
Yeah, he was. I've just been watching the highlights before we did this video.
Batshuayi really wasn't. So I definitely want to see Morata start up top instead of Batshuayi.
Yeah, it seemed like he was on well.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'd play Luiz. The other suggestions I've heard have been Azpilicueta, Willian in central midfield, or even Charlie Masonda, but it's not an ideal situation.
We had such a good season last season in terms of injuries and whatnot, and the start of this season has been we were without half of our team,
it's no good.
Yeah, well, without our main players anyway. All right, guys, comment below who would you like to see us bring in before the transfer window closes, and we will see you all super soon. We're actually going to see you tomorrow for the fans Q&A, so look out for that. Go on, you Blues.